What is up everyone, my name is Jasper and in today's video I wanted to talk about video ads. Now we all know display ads, but there's a second category and it's video ads. And I've often talked about video ads in my income report series and how they make me a lot of extra money for relatively little work. Now in today's video I wanted to go over how I make these video ads and what the benefits of them actually are. But before we go into that, let's just first break down what a video ad actually is. Now a video ad is a little video that starts playing once you open an article. So you go to Google, you type in a question and you sometimes see a video opening up. Now this video is monetized with video ads and these video ads will play in front and behind your video. So you basically have a 10-second ad, for example, then you have a 30-second video that you made and then another ad. And if you have more videos, they will just keep on playing and after every video another ad will play. Now these video ads, they are extremely highly monetized. They will see much higher RPMs than your typical display ads. And that's where the magic comes in when it comes to video ads. You don't need that many views in order to make quite a substantial amount of money. Now these video ads usually are also sticky, so that means when you scroll past them, they will just drop down to the bottom of your screen. My video ads always drop down to the bottom right of the screen and they will just keep on playing. Now of course you can click away these videos and that's what happens most of the time, but it doesn't always happen. Some people leave them on, some people don't even notice them, and that's where the money lies. Now of course I would always recommend that you make a video that is engaging and actually connected to your topic, but we'll get into that a little later on. So far I know that my three main advertising companies that I always want to use, those are Ezoic, Mediafine and AdThrive. I know that all of these three, they do offer the option to play video ads. Now I don't have experience with most of those. I don't have any experience with Ezoic's video player and neither do I have experience with Mediafine's video player, but I have used the one from AdThrive. Now from what I've heard, AdThrive and Mediafine are extremely comparable and they are basically the same thing, or at least they kind of work the same. So the information I'm going to show you is probably going to resonate with Mediafine users as well. But so far I don't really have any experience with the one from Ezoic. Now I've always talked about how these video ads, they just make you a lot more money. But how much exactly? So I've been using AdThrive since June of 2020. And around November 2020 I uploaded my very first videos to be monetized with these video ads. So on November 23rd I uploaded these videos and this is the first day that I'm actually earning money with these videos. So since that date up till now, the day that I'm recording it, I made a total of just under $13,000 with my display ads. So these are your normal typical ads. But in addition, I also made an extra $1,900 with these video ads. Now $1,900 is of course not as much as the $13,000, but it's still a lot. It's actually very impressive in my opinion. So what it comes down to is that I made 15% more simply by adding two very short videos to my website. Now that's just something that anyone can do. If you're monetized with ads, you can place these videos, you can upload these to your ad company's media player and you will just start to see an immediate increase in earnings. And just to compare that to the time that I invested in this, I use a program called Animoto and I believe it costs about $160 for a year. I used that and I literally spent half an hour on that platform, never touched it again. And well, those half an hour, those 30 minutes and that $170, that made me a total of $2,000. So that's a great ROI of course. But now let's quickly cover how these videos should be made and how long they are and what they should be about. Now personally I like my videos to be relatively short and I do know that Mediafine and AdThrive, they both recommend your videos to not really cross the 60-second mark. So those are usually just a minute-long videos and that's more than fine. Now the reason for that is that shorter videos make you a lot more money. Because the way the system works is it plays a video ad, then your video, and then a video ad, and then your next video. So if you have a video of about 5 minutes, it would take 5 minutes before the next ad starts rolling. If you have a video of 30 seconds, it only takes 30 seconds for the next ad to come in. And also considering that most people usually click off within a minute, if your video is only 30 seconds, you have the time to put in 2, maybe 3 ads instead of just 1. Now of course the videos should be supplementary to the article or at least to your main topic of your website. So always make a video that really resonates with what your readers would like to see. So what I personally always make is a sort of slideshow video. I basically place some text and some complementary pictures and then a very standard background music. So it's really simple. And that's why I like using Animoto, because they have a very large library of sounds, of pictures, whatever. They just make everything just much easier to make. That's why I also only spent 30 minutes on making 2 videos. So it's just really easy to use. It's a drag and drop system. It's just really easy. And I'll show you a little bit later on how to make a video. But aside from just your typical slideshow videos, you could also provide a list of tips or maybe a recipe. Maybe even pictures of a trip you went on. If you have a traveling website and you just went on a holiday to Thailand, you could make a short video about your experience in Thailand. So these videos could literally be anything. Just try to make them at least a little engaging so they don't get clicked off immediately. I also touched on this a bit earlier, but try to make your videos between 30 and 60 seconds long. Mine are around 50 seconds, I believe, both of them. One is 49 seconds, the other 52 seconds. And that's more than enough. Maybe even go a little bit shorter. And lastly, I would also recommend that you make multiple videos. Now, this is important for several reasons. Of course, your returning visitors, so the people that are actually following your website or land on your website multiple times. If you have only one video, they will constantly see the same video, and that can be really tiring. It's also not really that great of a user experience to keep on seeing the same video, so try to switch it up. And if they land on your site a few times, it's really nice to have them see different videos all the time. Now, another reason for multiple videos is very simple, and it makes you more money. I just talked about how this system works. It's an ad, a video, an ad, and if you don't have another video, that's it. But if you have another video, that one will play and an ad behind it. So you just have a much longer train of videos. So this will make you a lot more money, but it's also beneficial if you have a really long article. Say you have an article of 6,000 words and it takes 5 minutes to read the article or 10 minutes to read the article. If you have 5 or 10 videos and someone does not click away the video player, he or she will see all of those videos. They will all just keep on rolling. And this is especially important if you have a lot of these very large articles, which I don't really expect most people have, but just in case you do have them, it's really nice to have enough videos to at least fill your largest article. Now lastly, after you've made your video, it's very simple from here, at least if you're using AdThrive or Mediavine. So you just upload your video to their media player, you contact your account manager, or you just click enable on video ads, and that's that. I believe with Ezoic you kind of have to place your own placeholders. I haven't dabbled with that, as I mentioned before, but with Mediavine and AdThrive it's a really easy process. And as I showed you before, you can make a lot more money. It isn't uncommon to see a 20% increase in ad earnings. And that's for just a few simple videos. I would really just recommend anyone to do this. But now let's just dive into how you actually make one of these videos. And I'm going to show you an example with Animoto. So right here we are in Animoto, and before we go into how you can make a video, I wanted to show you the pricing. Now there is a free option for Animoto, but the thing with the free option is that they will have their watermark in all of your videos. So every video that you create, you will have the Animoto logo in there, and that's just not really something I want. It doesn't look that professional. So I'd say just make the yearly payment. Even if you do it for just a year and you create all your videos within the year, it's just a much better option. Now I've got the professional plan, and that's because the professional plan comes with 3,000 licensed music tracks. Now you can use all of these in your background, in the background of your slideshow, so it just makes it for a little more engaging. Now if you click on create here, you can start finding a template that you want to use. So if you go to all templates, I quickly looked at some. I'm just going to go with this one, about us, and we are going to choose this template. I'm just going to skip this for now, and right here you can see the complete video. So you can play it and it will just play the complete video. Right here you can see it's 30 seconds long, and you can see all the slides here. Now all of these slides are going to be on the screen for a certain duration, which you can see here. So this one is 4 seconds, 4 seconds, this one here is 5, this one is only 2 seconds, this one is also only 2 seconds. But you can customize that. So if you want this slide to be longer, you can go to here and just click. So if you want it to be 5 seconds, you just up it to 5 seconds. And you also see that the total length of the video goes up, of course. So that's really just one easy way to get your video to your desired length. Now as far as customizing goes, you can go to project and you can drag and drop your own pictures here. You also have a lot of stock photos and favorites. For now, I'm just going to quickly show you how this function works, and it's just a very simple drag and drop. So if you want this picture of the leaves, you just drag and drop it here, and you've got a new picture. Now the text here you can also just customize, so we just make it video ads. And I want it a little more right here so it doesn't blend in with the sort of outline. You could also change the layout however you like it, so you got a few different options. You can also change the color, so if you want it to be blue or purple or pink or white, whatever, you can just change it like that. And you can also add new text, so maybe a subtitle or a quote. And of course these are all customizable as well. Now one more thing is, I just talked about why I went with the professional plan, and that's because it has the music track. So if you go to music, you've got a lot of different tracks you can choose from. So they have their top moods, and if we're just going to go with uplifting, I'm just choosing one. Right here, maybe we want to go with 90 days, and then I'm not sure what comes after that, but if you just click on apply, the new track will be applied to your slideshow. So if you're going to play this, you will hear your new music track in the background. So overall, Animoto is just very easy to use. And as I mentioned before, and as I showed before, there are a lot of different templates you can use. And pair that with all the different stock images, you can make some really customizable pictures or slideshows. To be honest, I like to pour in at least some attention in all of these slideshows, but I gotta be honest, I'm not one that will be spending hours on a simple slideshow. Especially because with Mediavine and AdThrive, they no longer even require you to make one of these videos. It is of course helpful because you can kind of make something that's catered towards your audience, but to be honest, most people will click this off. It's just something that needs to be there, and it's something that needs to be relevant. Instead of focusing all your attention on a video like this, I would rather focus all of that attention on a new article. So just make these as good as you can, but don't really try this. I wouldn't recommend spending hours upon hours on one of these videos. I'm also sorry because my camera cut out, so I'm going to have to do this voiceover and the outro in this screen. But I really hope you learned something from this video. I think it's extremely helpful to have these video ads up. They will just make you a lot more money for something that doesn't really need to take all that long. It's just something that I think anyone should do. It's just such a simple method. Even with Animoto, it cost me $170, but it made me $2,000. So that's just a really nice ROI, and it's a little too good to just pass up on, in my opinion. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!